Removes us from... Oh, Byron, there he is. There he is. Look at him. There he is. Yep, go ahead there, buddy. Keep causing me issues. Go ahead. It's probably my fault, but we won't tell him that. We're not going to tell him that. Oh, you're just going to pass me. All right, Byron, I see you, buddy. I see you. Huge amount of money for us. I should not have gone down this way. Is this a one-way? What are you doing, Scarlet? Oh, my goodness. I think this is a one-way. It says stop, though. How the hell must... Oh, my God. Are you serious? Oh, these two. Oh, you, Byron. Oh, buddy. Oh. All right, gang. Welcome back. Well, I've already started off on the wrong path. Welcome back, anyway, to the Triple Threat Challenge. This is, I'm doing this video before the other one was released. I'm actually doing it, well, the night before, I guess. Pretty late at night, so I don't know if I'll get the whole thing done today or not. It might be in a separate setting type of thing, but hopefully you won't notice anything different. But anyway, welcome back. Hopefully you're doing well. It is September now. We're almost at 9 o'clock in the morning. We got weeds starting up here because clearly haven't finished the harvest here. I did do a tiny bit of harvest work back there off camera. I just wanted to test out expanding and what we kind of talked about in the last episode, right? Doing another, rice field, right? And I tried to do the entire extent of it. I think it ended up being okay when I was testing it. However, it is outrageously expensive to do something that big. So I think we might hold off on it for just a little while due to the fact we only have $27,000 to our name right now. We've got some other things we want to do and accomplish with that $27,000. We're going to probably need a sprayer, and that's going to take up pretty much all of that money. And so we need to try to figure out some other ways to be successful here without utilizing all of that money just to make another field for rice. We can just use the regular drill here and re-drill this field, and we can move on from there, right? So, but yeah, hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully things are going well here. I've not doing too bad. I really love this map the more that we get into it here. I like where we're at. I would have liked to be a little bit more in the mountains, like I mentioned in the last episode, but I do like that we're kind of surrounded by hills-ish, mountains-ish, mostly hills, I think. There are some more steeper areas over that way, but there wasn't a whole lot of... How would I put it? There's not a whole lot of actual fields to be utilized there. It was very hilly, where you would really have a difficult time putting a crop field on it. Mostly full of trees right now as well, which means we would have to, cut down those trees first of all, and then try to make a field out of it that way. But with it being so hilly, I just don't think it's even possible. So I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to be stuck with the stuff down here, at least for the most part. Get a little bit of a city in the background too, I guess. Not rendered very well, but a little bit of the city back there, nevertheless. Now, I don't know, I think I mentioned in the last episode, I don't know if we're going to be able to hold on to all of this canola until, December, January, when it's best to sell it. We're going to need some money. So I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to hold on to it the entire time. We probably will be able to hold on to it until October, hopefully, fingers crossed. But I think once October hits, we're probably going to end up having to sell a good chunk of it just to give us some money, some funds. We got a lot of things to accomplish here, and our money is slim. Like it is in every other series that we're doing on the channel. Our money is very, very slim, and it's feeling like we're just doing a bunch of challenges that require us to do contracts, and that's not really my initial plan or intention, but given the fact of the size of the equipment that is available to me, I believe that the PC players have a little bit more access already, but for me, I have to go off of Mod Hub, and there's nothing out there, gang. I did actually install some new sheds. Mods for some new sheds. I didn't put anything down yet. So that's a potential for us to maybe put down one of those sheds that could help us. Save a little bit of money, and then, have an area to store our equipment, which would be useful. But that is likely a future item, no matter what. Even if we, even though we did find some that are a little bit cheaper, I still think that's a future item for us right now. I think we have bigger fish to fry right now. And I mean, we're sleeping in our tractor anyway right now, so we've got to get all kinds of stuff. We got to get a house or something. We need to. Hopefully, there's something that comes out on Mod Hub soon for a house of some sort, or a way that I can make it be like a house, right? If I have a little tiny shed and I can get one of those carpets like we did in the or rugs, I guess that's what it was. I guess it's a rug, doormat, like we did in FS25, where I can, you know, make it a makeshift house. You know what I mean? That's kind of what we need here. Anyway, cloudy day today. Don't suspect there's going to be any rain, at least not during the time we're doing this episode, but we can take a peek here. Yeah, no rain. Wind is decent conditions. 4 at the max. Not too bad. And the last episode of the Survive 25 series, we did have some more severe wind. It was some hail, basically. But no tornado. I couldn't find one, at least. I didn't see one pop up, so still waiting for that elusive tornado to appear so we can kind of do some little tornado chasing to check it out. I know a lot of people have already ran into it on YouTube. I have not watched those videos on purpose. I want to just kind of experience it first time myself. I don't want to really spoil it. So, the exception of the trailer when they kind of announced it, I really haven't watched anything in regard to the tornadoes or the storms or anything like that. So, the hailstorm that we went through, though, was pretty severe. That was definitely cool to see. That was much more severe than anything that you got in FS25. But I still want to see that tornado. I just don't want it to hit us on any of the series right now. If it hit us on any of the series right now, it'd be catastrophic, considering we are so ridiculously poor. But that's all right. We'll get through it. Man, that is a very short train. I thought that was a road up there, and it's evidently a train track. I guess if I would have looked up top and saw the wires, I would have known better, but... Huh. Okay, well, there you go. So let's put this on a worker for now. We don't want the headlands. We don't need that. Up and down. Oh, it's going to go in a weird way. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait. How do we... Skip lines. There's no way for me to do this. Not given the fact that it thinks... Yeah, ooh, that is not going to work. Okay. Alright, well, never mind. I guess we're going to do this ourselves. Well, the good thing is there's not much left to do, honestly. We got a lot of it done already, so... maybe somebody can tell me in the comments, somebody that's smarter than me and has figured it out already. There's probably another way to get around that, maybe, but that might be part of a problem there. Yeah. Unless once you place it down, the GPS figures it out automatically. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But I'm not going to test that out. I'm not going to attempt that just yet. I'd love to have the feature, even though they have the GPS on, I would still love to have, you know, the option to go back to the old school workers, which, granted, this is going to be much better. It's going to be much easier. They're actually going to do headland passes. We're not going to have the issues that we had with the previous workers. But I wish there was still the ability for us to go back to that. And if I want to just say, hey, I created my own field here, right? It doesn't have the line set up because it's not a standard field. I want you to, you know, I want you to harvest this field. Just harvest it how I have it set up. I don't really care if you don't do it perfectly. Like, I wish that option was still here, but clearly that's not the case. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but I get why, because what they did provide is a much better worker AI, but I don't know. Maybe what I'm saying makes absolutely no sense to you. Maybe it makes sense. I don't know, but there's just part of me that wishes I could still just throw them down real quick. You know, if I wanted to just run over there really quick, get the trailer, I could just throw it down really quick and not have to go through that whole setup. Anyway, that's a minor complaint. It's not really that big of a complaint, because I prefer the GPS that they have now. It's just kind of sucks for your own fields. Or when you modify fields or change fields, like we did with this one, right? Anyway. We got a lot of land to play with over there. We've got to... Whoop! Way to go, Z. Way to go, buddy. You saw already that it was already almost full. Way to go. Dang it. Killing crop again. It's my MO. Killing crop. Alright, so we're going to unload this, and we're going to take a break from harvesting really quick. We've got to flood that field. Remember, we talked about that in the last episode. We've got to get that field flooded. And I think it has to be flooded. I might be wrong on this. I did a tiny bit of research. I think it has to be flooded for 3 months. So every month you have to go back there and flood it, I think. I think at that point, then you want it to be dry. You don't want it to be flooded anymore. Okay. So let's let this thing unload here, and then we're going to head on up there. We're going to flood that field. I'll do a quick save here really quick. I think that's going to be useful for us. Today is going to be a whole lot of doing some more harvesting here. We're probably going to do a little drilling today as well, more than likely. It's not even more than likely. I guarantee you we're going to do some drilling today as well. May not even finish this whole harvest here. Haven't fully decided that yet. We may just get a good chunk of the top there done, so that way we can, you know, kind of section that off a little bit like I talked about. Even though we're not going to necessarily put the rice field down today, we can at least start sectioning that off a little bit to try to, you know, break up this field a little bit, because we're not going to have the money to buy a bigger harvester for quite a while here. Even if we were to sell all this canola we have, which it's a lot of canola. It is. It's a lot of canola. We're still likely not going to have enough to purchase a massive harvester, because we're going to have a lot of other stuff we need to do with this money, right? We've got a bare bones yard here. It needs a lot of work. We need a house. We got a lot of things to do here. And that's only the beginning. We haven't even thought about or considered doing any of the bonus stuff like the temple and everything else, right? There's a lot to do. We got to buy all those fields. We got to put goats down. We've got a lot to do. Sorry, gang, hit the microphone there. We've got a lot to do. Okay, so let's leave that there for right now. I'm just going to leave it on because we're going to need it here in a second anyway. So let's head over here. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that. Long grain rice. Yield bonus 67%. We're going to fertilize it again today, which will jump it up big time. This is going to be great. We turn this on. Yep, see there it tells you water level too low, flood the field to avoid crop damage. Alright, there it goes. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take. I've heard it takes a long time. But I don't know what a long time means. Does that mean a whole episode? Does it mean a couple of in-game hours? Does it mean a couple real hours? I don't know. So we're just going to let it run, and we'll see how long it takes, I guess. We'll see where we get to in this episode. And yeah, we'll have to kind of make our decision at that point, I guess, on if we want to skip time to just to watch it be all completely flooded, which I probably will want to do. Because we're only on 2 times speed, right? We could bump up the speed. Maybe we should bump the speed up. But we could bump the speed up. But eventually we're going to need that 2 times speed. And I don't want to just be jumping around all over the place with the speed back and forth. It's not really ideal either. It's not really the most... I don't know. What am I trying to say? It's not really the best idea, I guess. It's not really ideal. There's actually not as much left here to do as I thought. There's still a lot, but this really won't take that long to get this done, I don't think. The drilling is going to take forever. This is a 6 meter width. The drilling's a 4 meter width, I think. So the drilling is going to take an eternity. There's nothing really out in the used market, unfortunately. So yeah. We'll carry on here, gang. Let's get some more of this done. I might even just get the whole field done. We'll see how the time progresses here. And see how long the time lapse is looking like. Now, after doing this recording, I started thinking, you know, I wonder if maybe it knows the GPS, right? Maybe it knows, even though it shows those lines, maybe it knows, but it made me a little nervous, so I'll wait until I get a confirmation or I'm able to run a test on that before we do that. We're certainly not going to do it for drilling, because if we re-drill that, it looks like it does. It looks like it has been flooded. I see a lot of water over there. But if we were to re-drill that over there, that would be disastrous for us. If we put it on a worker, I should say, right? It would not be. It would not be good. So we're nearly done, which is good. We can start drilling this. We'll probably drill down there first. Just because I still do kind of have a small vision to have this section up here be another rice field. And we're not going to be able to get this whole field drilled at all in this one episode. There's just no way. Given the fact that, you know, the drill we have is so tiny, there's just no way. So I'm just going to unload into the silo directly out of here. Turns out the silo had plenty of room. I thought we were going to be running out of space, but it has plenty of room for this whole field. So that's a good thing. Well, yeah, field's all done. And that train goes by all the time, doesn't it? Constantly is going by. It's the same train every time. Maybe it's not fully flooded yet. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to fertilize it before I flooded it. Oh boy, now I'm concerned that I screwed that up. I told you, gang. I'm learning as we go along here. I'm gonna have to test it and see what happens here. If I have to unflood it, that's not going to be the most ideal, but it is what it is, right? Too late now. Now this trailer I got, it's not the best or not the easiest to back up, so I'm just gonna flip a Yui and wheel it on through here. Make it easier on myself. Alright, so what do we end up with? What's our total amount? 56,000 liters of canola. So that'll be good. As we know, the canola, unfortunately, they've modified. Well, I think it might be because we're on hard. Never mind. I keep saying that, but it's because we're on hard. But canola, we should get. I mean, maybe we should try to put a canola oil production down, potentially. That'd make us a lot more money. Canola, we should get 2,190 in December. So you know what? Now that we're here, now that I just started thinking about that, maybe I put down a canola production. I don't even know how much they are. I need to look at that. Factories. It's going to be in here somewhere. Grape oil mill. Here we go. 36 grand. We don't have enough. Of course we don't. Of course we don't. Why would we? Why would we? Oh boy. Is there anything cheaper? No. Okay, well, I mean, the only thing I could do is sell some of this canola, and then we could get that. It might be the smartest play, honestly, to do that. Yeah, that might be the approach to go with. Maybe we sell a tiny bit of the canola to get us to that point. Buy that production. We can throw it here on our yard. I mean, why not? We've got plenty of room. And then in the long run, even though it's not going to be immediate, that will make us more money. Let's see if this is actually going to work. Oh, look at that. That's really cool. Look at that. That is awesome. Okay. Did that actually do anything, or did the water screw that up? It worked. It works. Okay, good, 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 good. It works. Look at that water and the movement and everything. That's awesome. That's awesome. This is going to take seconds. We're going to be done with this thing. Got our first snow of the day coming tomorrow, it sounds like. At home, not on the game, I should say, at home. So that's interesting, that's fun. Snow of the day, snow of the year. I said snow of the day, first snow of the day. Oh boy. Okay, I think we probably had it all. Oh, just that tiny bit that I just stopped on. That's the only thing. Okay. Man, I love that. I love that water effect. That's awesome. Bouncing in there, that's awesome. Alright, that should be it. Right, we're good. Good enough. Splashing and everything as we're going faster and turning. That's fantastic. I love that. Love that. That's awesome. Alright, well, that field is done, I guess. Right? Uh-oh. Hold on a second, gang. Somebody's calling me. Spam call, of course. Of course. Interrupt my video. So, the only other thing we could think about doing, even though I said I was going to try to do it less in this series, it's seeming like it's becoming less and less of a... Oh, man. $6 grand for that field? Gang, I'm oof. I mean, that's not far away from where we are either. Neither one of these are. They're right next to each other. We're going to need more fertilizer. We're doing them. That one's a little bit... No, that one's right next to us, too. They're all right next to us. Okay, we'll take all the fertilizing contracts. I'll just do that off camera. You've seen me do it many times. I don't really want to continue to do just nothing but fertilizing contracts over and over and over again on both... Well, on all the series, I guess. And that seems to be what we're doing a lot of right now, so I will hold off on showing you those. I'm going to knock these out quickly, and we'll get a little extra money here, and we should be able to put down the production then for canola, and then we could put some of our canola. I don't want to put all of it, but some of our canola in there, because I do want to make some money quicker. It's going to take longer to do it from the production, obviously. But, yeah, it'll help us out tremendously if we take some of that, put it into there, and make a little bit more money out of it in the long run. Just keep some of that canola for us now, so we can make some money and actually do some stuff with it now. And that way we have a bit of a constant income coming in for a little while. Yeah, this is the right approach. All right, I'll be back with you when we're done with all these fields. Just really wanted to pop this up quick. Some heavy fog has set in over here as I'm fertilizing the final field here. It's the first time that I've really experienced this heavy fog, but it's just like right here in this section against the hill here. You come back away from it, and there's really no fog at all. So, kind of cool, right? I did, just real quick, I did purchase one box or pallet of fertilizer. Trying to skip out a little bit. I think it's going to be plenty for us to complete this final contract here. And we're almost done, so I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, we're all done here. This one, it forced me to get pretty much the entire field. Other ones, you can see I've left a little section there, a little section here, but this one... It made me do the whole entire field, so good thing we went and got that other bag of, or box of pallet of fertilizer, however you want to say it, because we only have 294 liters remaining. Not really the exact way I was supposed to go here, but I decided just to cut through this way, through the little creek here. I love the way that creek runs against these fields here. It's got some nice rocks and trees to it. Pretty cool. So, this should make us a ton of money, and we should be able to put down that canola production, which will help us out a lot. Again, I'm going to save a good chunk of the canola, because I don't know how fast this is going to be. If anything from Crustu's original playthrough, I watched a few of his episodes so far, and he was having a lot of time issues with the wood, the sawmill. So if that's any kind of idea how long it takes, I don't want to put all of it in there because we would probably not have it all chewed through until September of next year. Now, I guess the main question here is, where are we going to put it, right? Up to 36 grand. That's exactly 36 grand. I thought we were going to get a lot more than that. Dang. Okay, well, that basically gives us no money at all. Yeah. Okay, well, we have some harvesting contracts we can do too, which, again, I'll just do that off camera. There's no reason to do that on camera unless we have to. Okay, so we want the oil mill. Look how tiny this thing is. It's basically just like something you're doing in your kitchen. I don't even know where to put this. We've got so much land. My vision so far was to put a shed here, but we're going to use all the money up right now to put this down. Perhaps here, maybe? Kind of towards the entrance? I don't know if that's the right move or not either. We're going to say yes. Right or wrong, that's where we're putting it for now. We could always get rid of it, but we're going to stick it there. So let's put some canola in here. Again, not all of it, but maybe, I don't know. We can start with like 5,000, something like that. 5,000 liters of canola. Okay, or 6,000 liters, whatever. That thing flew in here. I was not expecting it to go into the trailer as fast as it did. It might not even accept all this. I don't know. I would assume it would, but it probably holds 10,000. Which is it's very tiny, though, so maybe not. I'll just run right into it, Z. Good job, buddy. Way to go. Dummy. That's hilarious. I just noticed that gas station's called Nozzle Hub. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so it accepted all of it. We kind of expected that, though, right? We kind of expected that. So, if we go into here... Oh yeah, you could buy this oil mill. It'd have been outrageous, though. It would have been outrageous. Watch it be cheap. That'd be my luck. No. We knew that. It was too big. Just looking at it, we knew that was too big. Okay, so we go to here. Olive oil. Canola oil. Sorry, not olive oil. Activate, change output mode. Yeah, we'll just do storing. That's fine for now. Yeah, so it holds 9,600 liters. It doesn't hold a ton. So let's leave the almost 6,000 in there. Let's leave that in there for now and see how it goes. Yeah. So that will continue to run. And we can do a little bit of drilling here and get started, at least on the drilling. Try to do a smaller section down there. Because that's pretty much all the rest we can really do today, unless we want to do more contracts, which I'm not really keen on doing right now. 630 bucks is a little scary, so I'm going to have to at least do some kind of a contract off camera. Or I guess I could be on camera, but I was going to attempt to do it off camera. Probably find another... Why am I picking that up? That's the wrong thing. Probably attempt to find another fertilization contract, because they're easy, and I love doing them. Alright, so I think we'll put in... I don't really want any of that. We're going to have to do like a standard type of item here. Let's put canola back in. Yeah. I mean, we've got a canola factory now, so we might as well. Let's put canola back in down here. I just thought of something. I'm dumb. We're not going to be able to do this. I need a cultivator. The reason we were able to do that one up there is because we turned it into a rice field. And now we don't have money to put down a rice field. Boy. What are we going to do here? I guess we're going to have to sell some canola. It's unfortunate, but I guess we're going to have to. I mean... It's a good yield bonus, 90%. I love it. I guess we're going to have to sell some more canola and either get enough money to buy a cultivator or enough money to put down another rice field, right? I guess that's the options we have to choose from here. How much is a cultivator? before we go one way or another. There it is, cultivators. 9,500 is the cheapest one. It's cheaper than the plows. There is a cheap disc harrow, though. I mean, oh my god. That would take an eternity. This is a bigger one, but only just for 9 grand. Oh boy. I've really screwed up here, haven't I? Okay, here's a subsolar for 1.2 meters. Slightly bigger than the other one, but it's still, I mean, that's rough. 7,500, that's 1.5 meters too, so why wouldn't you just buy this one? Well, considering the size of what we're dealing with here, I feel like we'd be remiss to not get the 4-meter width John Deere here. At 1 meter, if we had a smaller field, yeah, perfectly fine. If it was just this little rice field we have, yeah. I mean, it would take forever, but yeah, fine, we could do it. But we're going to have to get that, which means we're either going to have to sell stuff or we're going to have to find another contract here. Is there any harvesting contracts that are worth a ton of money for us? Ooh, 9... Oh, it's spinach. Well, I mean, I could do it, I guess, and utilize the equipment. I don't really want to, though. I'd rather use our own equipment. There's no fertilizing right there, right now, at least. All the harvesting is to code of what you would be harvesting now in September, so you're not going to have anything that we can do currently. Well, I guess that makes our choice for us, right? We're going to have to sell some canola here. It's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Harbor Grain Elevator, 1,917. How far away are we going for that? Okay, it's not too far of a drive, honestly. We just come down here, come straight down this road, basically, and then, yeah. Okay, well, we're going to get, like I said, we're getting 1,917 per 1,000 liters. So, we're going to need quite a lot. It'll drop us down to probably just over $40,000 in the silo, or $40,000, 40,000 liters in the silo. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. It's not terrible, actually. 1,917 when versus the normal price is 2,190. We need the money. We need the money, so that's actually not terrible. I might just fill up the whole thing. Whatever it'll take, I might just fill this whole thing up to max. And I think it's going to hold around 9,000, 10,000. No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. It's 20,000. 19.6. Let's just take it all. It brings us down to 30,000. We do have some already in our production, though, so that's helpful. This will be game changing for us. It's only $300 off what the best average price is, so it's really actually pretty good. Maybe we should sell all of it. But no, we'll wait. We'll wait. It's going to continue to go up, so we'll wait. This will be game-changing amount here for us. This is going to help us out a lot, and this removes us from... Oh, Byron, there he is. There he is. Look at him. There he is. Yep, go ahead there, buddy. Keep causing me issues. Go ahead. It's probably my fault, but we won't tell him that. We're not going to tell him that. Oh, you're just going to pass me. All right, Byron, I see you, buddy. I see you. Damn, Byron. All right, so we'll head this down. We'll head this down there. Man, I can't. I'm all over the place now. I'm all flustered up. We're gonna take this down there and sell it. I'm gonna turn the camera. I told you, I'm in all sorts of fits right now. We're gonna take this down there and we're gonna sell this thing, and hopefully, I mean, we should get over 20 grand out of this easy. Should be closer to 30. Which is, that's huge. That's a huge amount of money for us. I should not have gone down this way. Is this a one-way? What are you doing, Scarlet? Oh, my goodness. I think this is a one-way. It says stop, though. How the hell must... Oh, my God. Are you serious? Oh, these two. Oh, you... Byron. Oh, buddy. Oh, oh my God. I'm kidding me. I'm literally stuck. Frickin' Byron. Get through. There you go. There's an invisible wall or something hitting. I'm hitting something. There's a collision of some sort. Go, Byron, go! Oh my God, that stupid idiot. This says one way, but that one had a stop sign. You knew it was going to happen at some point. You just knew it was bound to happen. Those two, I'm telling you. All we needed was Walter to show up, and then we would have been... The whole gang would have been here, causing me mayhem. Okay. Alright, well, we made it through. It wasn't ideal, but we made it through. There's Walter right there, and Byron. Look, right next to each other. Those two assholes, I'm telling you. Am I going to the right spot? I think so. Harbor Green Elevator. Yes, I should have kept it tagged. It's quite a contraption they got here to load up the ship, though. That's pretty cool. Right? I feel like that's pretty sweet. I'm trying to get a good angle of it. In case I decide I want to use it for a thumbnail or something. Alright. Please make us good money. Yeah, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we're looking good here. We're going to be 30 grand for sure. $38, almost 40 grand. $37,000 out of that. And we still have 30,000 left in there. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, gang. Well, I was going to say I'll see you back at the farm, but considering the run-ins here we've had with the old crew here, the old cars here, oof, we're going to have to figure it out. I know I'm recording this one technically before I think this episode came out. It is. It's before this episode is going to come out. I don't know why I said technically. That's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm going the wrong way, but we're just going to keep on driving this way. There's an orange car. It's right there. It's like an bronze orange car in the game now. What are you doing, Walter? What are you doing? Oh my... This is going to be the map. There was a map in FS25, which it was just a user-created map. It was Calmlands, right? That's where I had the issues when I was coming out of the shop. This one's going to be the map where I'm having issues with the cars. Oh boy. There was another set of Walter and Byron right next to each other. Why is it always those two together? So I'm sure when I asked you about thinking of a name for... Where am I? I mean, I'm just driving around in circles here. I'm sure when I asked you a name for the orange car, I'm sure somebody already has come up with something. I'm sure they have. So I'm interested to see that when the video releases, and I'm able to check it. All right, we made it. We figured it out. We made it. Well, I don't think this is exactly the way we came last time. It's not, but whatever. We'll find our way back from here. Alright, everything's back. We've got the cultivator in tow, and we're going to begin cultivating this field. Now, we probably aren't, unfortunately, going to be able to get the drilling done in this episode. We're going to run out of time here. Episode's getting long. I don't want to do an hour-and-a-half long episode if I can help it. So, but we'll at least try to get most of this cultivation done. This is not going to be the straightest line you've ever seen, but we're going to do the best we can to kind of keep on target with that that beam, that truss, whatever you want to call it, the concrete structure that holds up the railroad crossing, right? I don't know what the word I'm looking for there is. The concrete footer of some sort, whatever, something like that. There's probably an actual term for it. I'm just going to call it a footer. So this isn't a very big field we're going to be doing here, and that's fine. Like I said, I'm going to separate these out just because our harvester isn't very big anyway, and having a couple of fields going here, I think it's going to be helpful. Similar to what we did in the Ohio Richland series in FS25, right? For a while we broke them out until we were able to get bigger stuff and move on from there. And eventually, right, we can combine these back, but for now, we're going to go this path. We're going to go this approach because it's going to be probably a bit before realistically we get a harvester that is significantly larger than the one we currently are utilizing. And by a bit, I mean it's going to be a number of episodes. It's going to take us a while to get some money here. Granted, we got some good money out of that harvest, but I mean it's those harvesters, because we don't have any mods or anything like that. So really, that's kind of what we're waiting on here, is for more mods to be populated out on ModHub, but until that occurs, I mean, I'm very limited here. I'm gonna have to spend, if I want a big harvester, it's gonna be $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, and we're not gonna have that kind of money for quite a while, because we want to continue to do stuff on the field here, right? We're gonna do stuff on the yard and everything else. So this thing's working well, though. It really is. It's not bad width. I mean, it's the same as our drill, so I think it makes sense. All right, we're nearly done here, gang. Wasn't too bad. That didn't take too long, but if we were to do the entire field, that would be a long time. It'd be a long, long time to do that. But so kind of what I'm envisioning here. Let me get this little section here. Let me give you kind of a bird's eye view, sort of. Best I can do. Kind of envisioning is here's field 1, right? Maybe have a tiny grass patch going here. Obviously, I didn't make that as straight as I needed to, but I was kind of keeping it in line with this is the reason why it's angled like that. And then have another one, you know, somewhere in this range, something like this, a little bit bigger section here. And then over here, I mean, initially I wanted to make it another rice field, but since it costs so much, I'm not sure we'll do that, at least not for now. But kind of have 3 fields from this one field, if that makes any sense. It'll be a little bit easier for us to manage, and won't take us as long as to harvest it either. So I think that's what we're going to do with that. Now we got $28,000 left after selling that one truck of canola, which is good. It's a good price. And I've got some other ideas I think I want to do here around the farm. First and foremost, really, I want to put down some kind of a shed. Now, these are some sheds that I did download. They just came out the other day. So they're a little bit cheaper. So there's a potential for that. They are still kind of pricey, but they're much cheaper than the ones up here, certainly, with the exception of this guy, right? But you can't really put a piece of equipment in there. Well, maybe a tractor, but you couldn't put the harvester or anything like that in there. Some of these, you have a little bit more of a chance, I think, of getting the harvester in there. If I fold it up and everything, I might be able to get it in there. The header obviously wouldn't be able to fit in there, but nevertheless, some of it would be able to fit into that. There are also some more traditional sheds, and I like the red color here, the old school red, beaten up shed like it's been around for a while. Again, same thing with this one. You're not going to get the header in there, but you could get some equipment and stuff in there, and it's not too bad of a price. So I'm probably going to do all of that a little bit off camera, though, I think. I don't know for sure where I want to put things, and I kind of want to, plan it out a little bit more, and to save you some time, I'm not really planning on doing it here on camera, I guess. So small farmer's kiosk, like this is something I should put towards the side of the road, but it's expensive too. 10 grand is not cheap by any means. So we'll think about it, right? That's something we could stick right there. I think that would be a good spot for it, but it is kind of in our entryway here, so maybe somewhere over here, I don't know, something like this, maybe have a little whole area over here. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. But anyway, I guess what I'm trying to get at is I will have to work on all of this afterwards. The thing I want to look at is, I'm assuming it's under sheep. I don't know where you get the goats from. I mean, I'm assuming that's where it is. These are still a little pricey, but I'm assuming you can buy goats from here. I mean, we could put them down right now, but the problem is we really don't have any. I mean, we got a tiny bit of grass maybe we can mow, but we really don't have a whole lot of grass. So that's the biggest problem we're dealing with. There's certainly some, but it's not. I mean, you can see it's patchy. It's not even like there's going to be a bunch that we could really mow. And we'd have to buy a mower, which, speaking of that, how much is a mower? Probably outrageous. Yeah, very pricey. Very pricey indeed. So that's not going to work. Unless there's something else potentially we could buy elsewhere. That's $35,000. So yeah, we can't get that either. So yeah, the grass is out of the question as well. So we've got a lot of things to think about, but we're going to leave the episode here at this point, gang. Like I said, I want to do a little bit of off-camera work myself, try to figure it out, and kind of go from there. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. There are more videos in the corners for you to check out. And until next time, I'll see you in the next episode.